At the beginning of the episode we see a new employee joining company. She was working in the purchasing department. So Ju shows her her seat and asks her to speak up if she needs anything. After which holds a meeting with all the employees and says that we should focus on our strengths and do printing and skeleton and not focus on any other company. Hearing this, the employees are a bit agitators, but when says that they will do more advanced work, then Yeo also supports her here. That is why everyone else also agrees. And tells them that they should start working before Han comes here. After a while we see that Han has also returned to his home, and he keeps the magnet with him. Shinka puts it on the fridge and Tech sees that he has got the positioning of his company. Then he calls her with a smile and says that his trip to Germany was not wasted. He says that he has also reached here and is coming to Xingqing in half an hour to meet her. Now when he was getting ready and going, then Shaf comes there. He tells him that today I have done a great job for you and gives him the contract document of fractional stocks. Now as soon as he goes to the kitchen, he sees the magnet and says that who gave you this cute magnet? But here people start asking him what gift should be given to a girl on her birthday. On this Shav smiles and says that finally our CEO is using his brain for the girl of his choice. He is using a pen and suggests her that he should give a girl a necklace, a jewelry purse, etc. She gets happy and teases her by asking her if she still doesn't know what Xing likes. Han says yes, he knows and leaves. Now he is drinking water in Xing's office where he asks Xing if she is so confident. Xing says yes, after all your talks and trips, I have decided that we will do a specialization in skeleton printing. Han says good. Xing says that's all. I want to hear more and elaborate a bit. Han says that he knows that this idea is very good. So he asks her to work on it. Then Shin says how did I not get this idea before, but seeing Han she understands that he had got the idea long ago. Then Han says yes and says that you are a bit slow, which Shin accepts with a smile. Now Han asks her while leaving that tomorrow is your birthday, what are you doing? Shin says how do you know that it is my birthday? He says that your details are in the investment document. That is why I got to know. Then she tells him that she is going to celebrate with her friends tomorrow for dinner. Hearing this Han says okay to her and leaves. At night we see that Han wants to wish Sing at exactly at. So he types a message in his phone a few minutes before and waits for the call to ring. But as soon as it rings he finds Sha calling him again and gets frustrated and asks him to call him later, and disconnects the call immediately. He sends her a message and becomes very happy, but due to sitting on his knees for a long time his legs started paining, and he is not able to walk properly. Next day when Xing wakes up she sees in her phone that Sha had wished her at 1:00. Seeing this she smiles and texts him thank you and says that it was hard for you. It must have been hard for you to wish me at such a late hour. Seeing the message Sha also says thank you. Han starts smiling when he sees her message. He was going to his grandfather's house. He tells him that no this happened coincidentally. He reaches his grandfather who was doing calligraphy and Yuan is also with him. Grandpa tells Han that it has been a long time since you did calligraphy. No matter how busy you are, you should do calligraphy. He says this. He also hits a tone on yen and says that in the last 6 months, the revenue of Dang Yen has been good. Hearing this, Yuan says that but the devices have reduced, what about that? Han replies to this and Han says that he will give him better devices in future and says that you should think about the future. Hearing this, Han gets angry and leaves from here and Grandpa makes her sit and tells her to talk to him in a nice manner. After all she is your cousin and also tells her that Zhang Di is a good choice for you. She can become your wife. Our family has never married anyone due to love till date. So Han says that I handled Deng Yang base very well in Germany without any help. So I will handle everything here too but in my own way and tells Grandpa that whatever is happening here, it is better for me. I talked to you and promised. That was not a small talk so Grandpa tells her that what I told you. Remember it is not a small thing so. But Han says yes. After this we see Xing in restaurant where Mang and Lily had decorated a private room for him very well, so he reaches there and starts clicking photos etc. Lily also goes there with her gift and while she was coming in a car she meets Mang also. As soon as they were going to Xing they see Wei Chong who had come to drop Shizhou here and he scolds him. Seeing all this Mang shouts and says that you have no shame at all. While doing all this Shizhou says that I love the person whom I love. I am with her. So what is the problem in this on this Mac? Says that this person is your best friend's ex-boyfriend, and since when has all this been going on? Between you, where this fight is going on to defend Shurju. He says that I had confessed to Shurju, it is not her fault. On hearing which, Lily asks Yajin to leave from here and says that Shinko should not see all this. Today is her birthday, she will get very upset. But she was watching all these things from the window and gets very sad. Now they are talking about nothing. They go inside, where they are surprised to see Shing because she had come earlier. All the people here pretend as if nothing has happened. They now give their gift to Shing and do it normally dinner. After dinner, Lily and Shing were clicking photos and Shurju opens the cake. After which she calls Shing to cut it, but as soon as she opens the candle, she breaks it, but Lily puts the remaining candle on the cake and asks him to make a wish. She tells him that Shurna was also smiling here, but inside she is sad about this. She tells Shuji that she saw everything. Leah is happy that she is with Ijang. But she should have told him all this before. Then she asks them all to eat cake and then goes for a walk. From here, Lily also follows her. Outside, Jiaxing tells her that she will give blessings to Ijang, whoever she is with, because she also wants him to live a good life, but she would be a person who she had not thought of that, so she needs some time to accept this thing. Lily says that she understands everything and asks him to go for a walk. On the other side, Sha and Han are inside Shingu Club, where Shingu tells that if he has a good talk with the investor and you get the stock, then it will be good for you. But people favor you on more, and then they reach there. And when Han was playing cards with them, at that time Xiao gets a message that where are you? He comes out and asks her that the party got over early. She tells him that there was some problem due to which they finished their dinner early. Hearing this, he calls Han and tells him that he will handle these people, but you go and meet Xing because there was some problem in his party. So Han leaves from here. As Xing was walking, Han calls her and asks her that where are you? He tells her that he has some work with her. So tell her your location. I am coming to pick you up. Xing sends her his location and sits there and starts waiting for her. Han comes there to pick her up and she smiles and sits in his car, where Han asks her about dinner, and she tells him that there was some problem because of her friend. Hearing this, Han says that today is your birthday, so it must be your friend's mistake that it was your birthday, but he did that. Then he takes her inside the Shingu Club, where the body comes and tells her that these people are stubborn and are not agreeing. That is why you will have to go and handle them here. He also tells Shin that this is the first time they are talking about business in front of someone else and tells that Shay Club also belongs to Han. Hearing this, Shin gets surprised. He also tells her that Han cooks very good food here and someone has eaten food cooked by him, but he does not even know that Han cooked it. Then he asks permission from Shin that he wants to take Han away for some time. She says yes, and Shin starts laughing. He asks Shin to sit here and goes to talk to those people. Now when Shin was waiting, some waiters brought fruits for her. And they bring a strawberry drink, while drinking which she remembers how Han had already ordered a drink for her at the bar. And looking at Han, she also remembers how he had cooked food for her which she liked very much, and while having dinner with her parents he had told her that whenever she wants to eat food cooked by that chef, then she should tell him. In between, Jahan also used to smile looking at Xing again and again on some excuse, and now when all these people talk, Han talks to them, and after that he comes out and Xing goes to the washroom and he stands outside the washroom. As soon as she comes out, Han says sorry to her that he didn't give her a gift on her birthday. He made her wait, but seeing the time, he says that we still have time left. That is why he takes a lighter from a waiter and asks her to wish happy birthday, which she gets a little emotional seeing it. After asking for the wish, Han asks her that when she asks what she wants to do, she tells him that she wants to drink, so Han makes her drink. While drinking, she notices the dice kept there. Han asks her if she wants to play with them. Han replies that she knows how to play very well. Han says that he wants to play with them too. Hearing this, she says that if I win, you will have to return my company's stock, to which Han agrees, and Shin says that if I lose, I will do whatever you say. Then they start playing this game in which Han wins at the end, and Shin asks her what she wants, but he just keeps looking at her and wishes her a happy birthday and gives her a necklace, which Shin likes a lot, and that is why he gives her a necklace. He puts her on, and it was already quite late. That is why he asks her to drop him home. But Xing holds his hand and says to him that, if you had really lost, would you have returned the stocks to me? To which he says yes. Then Xing says that I will also complete my date. On hearing which, Han starts looking at her and leaves, after which we see both of them at Han's. They are seen spending the night together at home. On the other hand, Meng calls Lily and asks about Xing, where he is. He is not picking up the phone. Lily is about to call Xing, but then Xing comes and tells her that Xing is with Han. Hearing this, Lily asks him if he knows Han too. He tells her that he is a regular customer of my club and even today Han brought him there. To which he says okay and smilingly calls Meng and tells him that Xing is at his friend's house, so don't worry. Then Sha tells her that due to some family matter, he cannot stay here with her and she will have to leave. Hearing this, Lily does not feel like letting him go, but she does not say anything and he leaves. He leaves. Next morning we see Xing, who wakes up and finds her on Vahan's bed. She gets a voice message from Jeju asking her where she is and why she has not come to the office yet. Hearing this, she remembers everything that happened last night, and also sees a very embarrassing message in which he had written that she should stay properly at her friend's house. Now she gets dressed and keeps her heels in her hands, so that Han does not hear the sound of her leaving. But as soon as she leaves the room, Han is talking to someone on the phone. That is why she was leaving from there secretly. But as soon as she opens the door, she sees that Han is talking to someone on the phone. There she finds Song Johan, who is coming to meet her, and seeing her like this, he smiles and Sean gets a little surprised and says that she has to leave, and she quickly runs away from there without wearing shoes. As soon as Song comes inside, Sean had finished talking and gives her the report and tells her that Sean just opened the door for her, and she had some emergency so she left. Seeing the report, Han gives her some instructions and Song takes the file and leaves. Then Han checks the phone to see if Xing had sent her any message, but Xing had not sent her anything. As soon as Sean comes to the office, Lily sees her and comes behind her to her cupboard and asks her where she was the whole night. She did not even change her dress. Shin says that I was at a friend's house. Lily says that you have some other friends besides us. Hearing this, she tells her that she was with Han all night, but she is not able to understand what our relationship is now. Lily says that you are his girlfriend. But Shin says that he has not yet confessed to me that he likes me. On this, Lily says that I already knew that he likes you. And now we are not in college, that he will come and confess his love to you in front of everyone. But Shin says that whatever is happening now seems too fast. Lily says that if this is the case, then you take some time and go on vacation. Come and think about it. On to now. He comes to his office, but before going there he goes to Shan's office, where Shan tells him that Shan has just left and has gone to her hometown on leave. Hearing this, Han also leaves without saying anything. Then he goes to feed the cats, where he was in deep thoughts. Then Shan comes and tells him that you have definitely given me emotional help. Han says that why is it really difficult to understand girls. On this, Sha asks him what happened between you two after I left, but he sits quietly here and then says that she is avoiding me. She even went to her hometown. Sha says that Shank must be feeling a bit shy after spending the night with you. That's why give her some time and be patient. Now when Shank is in the flight, Han sends her a happy journey message, on seeing which she does not reply and surprises her parents by reaching their home, who are very happy to see her and make very good favorite dishes for her. After this we watch Mang, who was singing a song on the piano in Lu's house, but Miss Han was standing beside her and listening to her. Chalu also listens to her. Hearing her voice, he comes there and sits on a chair. Then he thanks Manga because she had won an award because of her teaching. She says that whoever marries her will be very lucky. Hearing this, Mangu and Lu both start looking at each other and feel a little shy that Yugi is very late. So she starts leaving. Seeing this, Lu says that he will drop her now. When both of them were leaving the house, Lu accidentally steps on her shoes, but then he cleans them with his hands. Seeing this, Manga refuses to do so, but he still cleans them. After dropping her, Lu cleans her shoes. He is very happy when his mom tells him that she will also support him in his relationship because of the beauty on your face. It is clearly visible that you like her. Then Lu looks at his phone, in which his mom's singing video in the bar had gone viral, and everyone is praising her for how confident she is. Mom is very happy to see this and says that I will now invest in your bar, and will sing there. This will bring more people. Then she goes inside to learn a new song. Seeing them like this, Lu becomes very happy. Meanwhile, poor Han keeps checking his phone again and again to see if Xing has sent him any message. He wanted to message her, but then he remembers Xiao's words that he should be patient. So he keeps his phone aside. But he was not able to control himself at all. On the other hand, Xing was also remembering Han after seeing that necklace, and both of them were not able to sleep properly at night. After a few days, when Han was in the office, Song told him that Xing had returned and that Lady Volleyballer Zhang, who had undergone surgery, had gone to meet him. Han said that she had not told him the plan and strategy yet. Song said that I will call her to give the report. Xing went to meet Volleyballer Zhang, who had undergone surgery and was fine. Her husband was just sitting in the corner and was not helping his wife. He asked Shun that I have a problem in my legs too, since when has my wife been working in the fields? Hearing such a thing from his mouth, Xing is surprised and starts looking at him. After this, in the office, Yeo looks at the report and says that this is very good. You can directly go and brief Han. But Xing asks him to go and brief Han, which he refuses. She shows him the invitation of a medical forum where she was invited. She says that okay, I will go and brief Han, but you go in my place and give a speech here. He refuses and says that okay, now I will go to Han. Xing smiles after seeing him because she was still avoiding Han. After this, we see Song, who comes and tells Han that someone has come from Shriken, on hearing which he becomes happy, but as soon as he tells that Jeju has come, he again becomes serious and starts reading his report and asks if Shin has prepared it, to which he says yes. Then On says that strategy, plan, etc. everything is good and asks what is Shin doing. Then he tells that she is preparing a speech for the invitation of the medical forum. Then after things are over, he calls Song Na and asks her about the forum. Then Song says that I have prepared your report. When they were asked to reject them, the poor guy gets a little upset on hearing this, but then Song tells them that the manager there is still trying to call them, so I will tell them that I will come. In the evening, we see Shin at home, who is watching the video of Han's speech to write his speech. She is trying to see how he delivers his speech. Meanwhile, while watching Han, she starts remembering the moments she spent with him and gets very embarrassed. When she reaches the forum, Han also comes there. She asks him what he is doing here. He says why I can't come here. Han looks at her neck and sees that she is not wearing her necklace. It happened. He asks Xing about the speech, and after reading it he says that it is good, but the style seems to be just like mine. Xing takes the speech from him and says yes to giving the speech seriously and from the heart. Then while leaving he tells her that today he has to go for dinner with some people. So should we go with him, for which she says yes. In the next scene we see Xing giving a speech. Xing tells how she considered investors as angel investors. She had no experience, but while working she learned all this and brought Xing to this level. She gives a moment of volunteerism and tells everyone that she wants to make such products at lower prices which are affordable for poor people. And her motivation is to help them, seeing which many people praise her that this girl is very intelligent. Chan was also listening to her speech very attentively, and both of them look at each other and smile. Then when these people were in the car and were going for dinner, Han asks in how she liked his speech today, to which she says that it was good, but she asks Na how she liked her speech, to which he says that it was excellent. Young now asks him to give her any advice about the report, on hearing which he says that next time if you need advice, then come and report to me in person, to which she says yes. Then both of them go for dinner where Chan had also come. As soon as he arrives, everyone makes a toast to him, but instead of a drink, he toasts everyone with tea, and then someone says, I heard that you have reduced the prices of some devices. Then Chong says that if a company like Deng Yang also starts doing this, then what will happen to a company like us? But Han replies that the prices have been reduced, so that those people who have been buying our products for so many years can benefit. Hearing this, Chong gestures to a man. Then a person who had brought a lady with him introduces her that he also has a company in which he has invested, and he asks her to make a toast for everyone. Then these people start talking about Shrink, where that person serves her a drink too, but Shrink says that she does not drink such strong wine. Then he pours another wine in her glass, that is why. Now Shrink also raises her toes in front of everyone by taking a cup of tea, but that man again starts saying to her that Mr. Chong here is a very nice person, and you will drink only one glass of wine with him, and asks her to drink strong drink again, but Han refuses, saying that she will get drunk by drinking this as she is a lady, so they should not give her a hard time, on hearing which Shink says that yes, you are right, she is a lady, so let's both have a drink. Saying this, the whole drink is kept. Inside a small jar he drinks it and asks Han to drink also, but Han is not drinking. Seeing this, Shin is about to drink in his place but stops Han and drinks all the drink himself, and after saying some work Shank goes to the bank and leaves. Han leaves from there in the car with Han. On reaching there takes his energy medicine and his condition worsens. Shing asks him to go to the hospital but he refuses. Just then, Shinko Jisoo calls him. He tells her that Walter Jang's disc has been dislocated, due to which he is in the hospital. Hearing this, she is about to go to the hospital alone, but despite his refusal she goes with him. He goes to the hospital. As soon as they reach there, Chong shows them his reports and says that even if he has fallen, his condition would not be so bad. Shing asks that then did this happen because of a problem in our product? While looking at those reports he was scratching his neck because he had a severe allergy. Now Shing was looking at him when Lily comes there with some gifts, and both of them go to meet Walter Young. While going, Shing asks Young to check the records of his product and life. Then when Shing and Lily go to talk to him, she wanted to tell them something but could not. Then both of them explain to her that she has to follow the doctor so that she can get well, because this is the doctor's. It happened after being discharged from hospital, that's why he had to be hospitalized again like these people who come after meeting him. Shing is thinking here that she found Zhang's behavior very different, and there is no problem in our product too. To this Lily says that first let him get better, we will think about it later. Then Lily sees that till now Shinka was waiting for her, so she tells him to leave Shinka as she has some work. She says bye to them and leaves. So now Han goes to drop her home. Now when Shinka is in the car, she is thinking about something. Seeing which Han forbids her from thinking about anything before the reports come. Then Shing asks him, how are you right now? To this he says, I am fine, right? Then he comes to drop her at her door, and just as she was about to open the door, he closes the door and comes close to her and asks her why she is avoiding him and why she is not wearing the necklace he gave her. Does she not like it? But Sing nervously says no, it is not like that. He says to Anu, is it because you are not wearing it? If she thinks that wearing these clothes will mean something different to our relationship, she says that she is not able to understand what our relationship is right now. Hearing this, Han comes closer to her and asks, what do you think? At that moment, Meng opens the door from inside. She is surprised to see them like this. Now Sean goes inside the house quickly without saying anything. Meng smiles and calls Sean inside, but he refuses and leaves. Now Sean gets very happy while sleeping thinking about all this. After this we see Jang Di meeting Chong. He says that the phase 2 of your Bay project is going very well. She says yes, but I still depend on you for its implementation. During the conversation, he tells her that he has not seen Ashita-kan drinking wine. She says that she is allergic so she does not drink, but Jack says that she drank with him to defend her husband. Hearing this, Jack says that he is her investor so he must have helped her. Jack says that he can also drink for her, but she says that she can handle alcohol herself and feels a little jealous. After this, we see the husband of Valet Jang Fai who gets a call from someone that there is a work for him for which he will get a lot of money, so will he do it? Next day we see that Jang Fai's husband takes her to the ground floor of Dang Young Company where there were some people with him, and in their hands, he has a knife in his hand. Ching is an evil company, it is written on the board. That was where Shing is talking to Ching on the call, who tells him that Young Fai is having a surgery today, and she is missing from the hospital. Shing tells him that she has come to our company to ask for compensation from us. Ching tells her that the surgery is very important for her so she should bring her here. Shing now asks her to join his team. She talks to Shank where she finds out that there was no fault in her product, but still they have come to ask for compensation from her. That is why now Shank goes down with Jeju and Lily. She sees Zhang Fei there and asks him to go to the hospital and get the surgery done, but her husband says that until you people do not give the money, we will not go anywhere. The people standing there start recording these things on their phones. Seeing this, her husband says that because of these people my wife is in such a condition, and now these people are not even giving us compensation. But Shank tells her that there is no fault in our product, and the most important thing right now is to get her surgery done. But even then they start asking for money from her, saying that now we will not do anything with you. I don't want to cooperate, and I will get my wife's surgery done in some other hospital. She says that once the truth is out, she will give the composition only after that if it is her fault. Here we see Han, who is talking to Na-ku and tells him that everything is going well, where he asks him what is Chin-Chin's future plan, because both the companies were from the same field, and if people come to know that Han has also invested money in Na-ku, then they will not be able to keep both the companies together. That is why he asks him whether they will merge Xingchang with Hanaiku in future, but Han says that right now no one knows anything about it. There is no need for this, and Xing also does not want to merge the company. Then Song comes and tells Xing that there is some problem with Xingqing. So Han leaves to go there. Here we see the company scene again, where Xing refused to give compensation, even after his repeated requests. Zhang Fai's husband signals a person, and that person falls down holding things and pretends that he has hit him. Now the rest of the people also come and start holding Zhizhan. In the middle of calming everyone down, Xing gets pushed and falls down on the ground. Then Han Na picks her up, and after calming everyone down, he says that when Zhang Fei had signed up for the wallet, he had signed a document that if any problem occurs in the surgery, then he will have nothing to do with Xingchen. And in any case, if the entire surgery and the entire procedure is recorded, then they will call the police and investigate. Hearing this, Zhang Fei also asks him to stop all this, but he angrily asks her to calm down and says that if she gives them money, they will leave. That is why Bon Sun is asked to stand aside to talk to him. He sends him to her, seeing which Sin is not happy at all. She was refusing to do this, but Han holds her hand and takes her away in the car. Now she is telling Shirhan that if they have not done anything wrong, then why should we pay compensation? Paying money means that it is our mistake and the kind of person he is. After getting the money, he will look at Yung Fei. He also says that you know what kind of person he is. Even then you want Yung Fei to have a second surgery. Rather, you should thank me for handling all this, otherwise there could have been more problems in the future. But Sin says that I cannot see Soph in this condition. Saying this, she starts crying. Seeing this, Han tells her that it is not your fault at all. It is just a mistake. It was an accident. He then takes her to his house and applies medicine on the scratch on her hand. Xing tells him to apply it gently, because her hand has. Seeing that she was in pain, Na says that, so now you are in pain too. I helped you, and instead of saying thank you, you are talking rudely to me. Then Shan says that if that is the case, then don't help me and care for me, but Han says that he can't do that and puts a bandage on her. Then a voice comes from Shan's chest on hearing which, Han asks if she is hungry, to which she says yes, so he goes to make food for her, during which Sing asks Jeju about the situation there. Then he says that everyone has left, and here we see Song, who gives money to that man and makes him sign a pledge, of which he records the video. Song tells Awan that all the problems are solved. Shin goes and sends her a copy of the pledge, seeing which Shin gets happy and starts cooking food for Shin. After a while, Shin comes near him and shows him the pledge, which was signed by Shin Fai's husband. Shin sees a fish deck in his house and asks why there are no fishes in it. Shin says that I don't have time and this is my gift. Grandpa gave me to make my life colorful, but I don't feel like it. Shin sees the fridge magnet and smiles and asks if you still have it with you. He smiles and starts serving all the dishes. He has cooked very good food. Shin says that did you cook food or art? He tells her the meaning behind the dish he made, out of which pineapple rice means that it is for good luck. As soon as Shingo tries the dish, she says thank you to him for it as it was very good, but he says no, saying that he doesn't need thank you just by talking. Hearing this, she smiles and says that she accepts it. Han says that he hasn't said anything till now and asks her if she will be his girlfriend. Shingo says yes, and they kiss at night. Now we see Han, who is on phone with someone. But he was talking, and as soon as he finishes talking, Sean comes in the bathroom and asks him what are the girls' slippers and bathroom clothes doing here. He says that I had prepared these for you in advance, which is now coming in handy. Hearing this, she smiles, and seeing him writing, she says that your handwriting is very beautiful. Hearing this, he makes her sit beside him and asks her to write her name because her handwriting was not good. With this, the episode ends here. So guys, this was the end of today's video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We will meet you again in the next episode of this drama. Till then, for goodbye, subscribe my other channels, link in description. And thanks for watching.